you have an ID? Okay, I'm going to ask you to put the camera down, or we're going to have to take it from you and place you in custody.
It's not uncommon for police to get into encounters like the one we just saw in the era of smartphones. Now, an Arizona state lawmaker wants to limit folks from getting up close and recording police officers doing their jobs. He's introduced a bill that would ban the recording of officers unless you're 15 feet away. The exceptions are getting the officer's permission, being inside a building on private property, and the bill would be amended to allow the person being arrested to record. He says it's about protecting officers' safety. Obviously, there's some First Amendment issues. The bill's sponsor with us now, Arizona State Representative John Kavanagh, Republican of the Phoenix area. So, big picture here. Do you have a problem with people recording police, or only how close they are?
Only how close they are. I recognize a constitutional right to record the police in a public place or a private place if you have a legal right to be there. But there are safety concerns for the police officer and for the person recording. I was a cop for 20 years, and I know that if you are taking police action, arresting somebody, you're focused on the person you're arresting. If somebody suddenly starts to walk up to you, especially from behind, you don't know if it's an ordinary citizen filming you or an accomplice or friend of the person you're arresting who's going to assault you.
But
even if the person is don't we
though already have interfering with a police officer as a crime, resisting arrest a crime? What's with the new bill?
Well, the problem is that if you're not blocking the cop, touching the cop, trying to get in the way of the cop, you're not interfering. Standing nearby is not interfering. So we need to, and that would of course be a crime you'd be arrested for. But even if the person's not a threat to the cop, the person, when they get close, is a distraction. The officer can turn around to see what's going on. The person is so close, a foot away from them. When that happens, the person who's arrested could assault him, could escape, or could try and destroy evidence. So all I'm saying is you have a right to film, but stay back a reasonable distance. With today's high-tech cell phone, you can take a good picture from 15 feet.
Yeah, and you're right. The First Amendment issues here are real, right? First Circuit Court of Appeals, case in Boston, people have a right to record. ACLU versus Alvarez, 2012, struck down an Illinois law that prohibited recording of officers in their official duties. So do body cams play into this at all? You're for body cams or against them?
Oh, I have no problem with body cams. In fact, body cams are an argument that you can put reasonable restrictions on a private citizen. With all the police in Arizona having body cameras, you'll probably have more video footage than you could even use.
How did you come up with 15 feet? And I'm thinking about the recent videos that we say of George Floyd, for example. 15 feet without a zoom is a long way away to really see exactly what's happening. And at times that's really important, right?
Well, I actually studied the George Floyd videos, and most of the close-up videos had Axion on it, which meant they were the police body cam videos. Right. The one video that was taken from the curb, it looks like the person was 10, 12 feet away, or maybe further with the zoom on. So I don't really think it's an issue. You know, one of the court decisions made it clear that there's a constitutional right to videotape police in public places, subject to reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions. And I currently have a couple of our lawyers at the legislature studying these cases to find out maybe 10 feet is better. I'm perfectly willing to amend and alter the law, but to have somebody behind a cop 2 feet away when he's trying to arrest somebody is just dangerous for the person filming and for the cop. It's crazy.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.